Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are on the 90-day carnivore challenge, and today I am checking in on day 6. So I started on October 1st, 2024 here, just 6 days ago, and I only checked in once or twice so far, so I'm kind of forgetting to update every day because I'm just not really so focused on this diet. I just kind of it's in the background, but I'm just doing it. It's not the most exciting um topic of conversation as far as like what did you eat today, because it's basically meat, eggs, and butter is what I'm really focusing it in on. And I'm just trying to focus my energies on that. I've got a great workout today, jogged a few miles, lift some weights yesterday. Just trying to focus on activities in life other than just what is for breakfast, what is for lunch, what is for dinner. If you want to know what those things were, let's bring it up. I had about a friend made a dozen eggs, and we split it up between 3 people. So I had maybe 4 scrambled eggs and some 4 or 5 sausage links. So that was breakfast at about 9 a.m. Had my black tea before that. And then at like 2 p.m., 1:30, maybe 1:30-ish. Maybe it was 2 by the time we started eating. Had a 12-ounce steak and a 6-ounce chicken breast. That was a little much, but we were kind of partying at work. It was a weekend, and we were grilling out at work, and it was kind of a little bit of a celebration. Maybe I did feel over full when you watch like doctors advocating for the carnivore diet. They're like eat until you're just full, like comfortably stuffed, but not like uncomfortably stuffed. And I have been doing that great because the diet's so filling that it's very easy to stop eating when you're full. And then dinner, I just got home and my lovely wife had made some chicken wings. So I had about 8 of those. I don't know if I counted correctly, but I think I had 8 of them. And I was still a little hungry. They're small, cut in half chicken wings. So 8 of the little halves, the little drummies and stuff. And then I had 2 beef sticks with it. So adding up these calories, let me just in my head quick, maybe 2, 4. Yeah, maybe like 2,000-ish, 2,200 maybe with those beef sticks. So maybe a little bit on the higher end, but then, I did hit the gym, and I walked, what was my total steps on my watch today? It was like 17,500 steps. So that's pretty decent. And then I jogged 3.5 miles on the treadmill right at the end of my work shift. So that's it. This is boiling it down to the basics. It's like eat beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. Skip the bacon if you're not a pork eater. I don't eat tons of pork, but I'll eat it. I'm not like, I know the Bible, what it says, and I believe it, and I eat it anyway, occasionally. But like, we don't buy pork in general. I'm just gonna check my blood sugar here. Being full-blown diabetic years ago, being pre-diabetic off and on, depending on what I've been doing. And I always just keep, you can buy these cheap little blood glucose monitors off of Amazon. You're not gonna be able to see the number there, but so yesterday when I checked it after eating, it was 110, and today after eating it's 105. So that, if it's, and I ate, I don't know, an hour ago, so that would be your peak after eating blood sugar. So that's awesome. So I'm gonna check it in the morning again when I get up. Yesterday, or was it this morning? I checked it either yesterday morning or this morning, and it was like 99. So under 100 is considered non-diabetic, but I would love to get that number way lower than that, like maybe 70 for a fasting blood sugar level. And that's going to come just with when your insulin resistance starts going away. You can kind of see my upper body. I got some fat on me for sure. And, it's just the consistency, sticking with it. That's why I'm trying not to get so excited about this diet. I'm really, I just don't want to think of it as a diet. It's just my new way of life. It's eating this way. Am I ever gonna have a cheat meal? Yep. Am I ever gonna have a big bowl of ice cream? Yep. More than likely anyway. I'm just putting that in the back of my mind, like what's your favorite junk food to eat? And then just name it in your mind and say, okay, Zach, do you really want that? Or do you want to achieve success and have some dramatic weight loss over the next 3 to 6 months? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'd rather have some weight loss over some cheat meal. So have I cheated? Let me see now. I'm on day 6. I haven't cheated with any kind of like processed, like any sugar or flour or oil, like the three killers of Americans. But I did have some like pork rinds. They have zero carbs. They're made out of pork skins. They're not healthy, but at least they are carnivore approved type zero carb animal based product. But of course, it has a ton of sodium and preservatives and junk and sodium nitrate and whatever in there. So that's not great. But I kind of felt like if I'm going to cheat, let's do it towards the beginning, that it'll keep me on this way of life until I can, what? I don't even want that little snack. I don't even want that little extra beef stick after dinner. I want to, just give my body what it needs and feel great and not care about my diet so much. Care more about like, what are your activities in life? What are your hobbies? What's fun? Who do you love? Who loves you? Spend time with your friends and family and your wife and significant other, your children. Spend time with the people that are important to you. Do the things that mean something to you. And don't focus so much on what you're eating. It's just not that big a deal. And thinking that way has been a significant difference than dieting in the past, where I was always overemphasizing. Even when I was doing great, I was overemphasizing like what I'm eating and the exact program that I'm on and what I'm doing over just living life and enjoying life and not making food such a big centerpiece of life. And just you're out having a wonderful day with your wife, and you eat and the eating is not the big important part, it's the wonderful day with your wife. That's the important part. The wonderful day with your children, with your family, with your friends, go fishing, go for a hike, go, I love backpacking and camping, Boundary Waters trips a couple times and Superior Hiking Trail. I'm up in northern Minnesota. Dozens of times over the last 4 or 5 years. Just love it, just enjoy the things that you enjoy and get your mind, let your mind drift away from the necessity to be thinking about eating. It's just something you have to do. Feel your body and go back to what you're doing. I like to think of it too now. I'm really focusing on like right after I eat, could I comfortably, for example, like walk up a flight of 50 stairs? Because if it's right about the amount of activity that I'm thinking about, that if you can't, you ate too much. You're too overfed. You're too focused on just force feeding yourself. You should be able to like easily go for a walk, a 10-minute, 20-minute walk. Which, by the way, I was watching some video yesterday, and some doctor was talking about. Actually, I was reading an article online, but anyway, it was talking about digestion and how well your body is designed to assimilate meat and digest meat. But it was talking about digestion in general and digestive enzymes and stomach acid. And it was saying even as short as a 2-minute walk after you eat aids digestion by 50 times, not by 50%, by 50 times. So it's just such a simple and easy thing to do that I've been trying to. I didn't just do it now because I'm sitting in my apartment, but now that I'm saying it, I'm like, I kind of wish I would have. Just even throw my flip flops on and walk around a block one time and come right back. And I got a flight of 24 stairs to get up and down too. It's like, that'd be it. That's all you'd need to do it. Your body and then you're just not eating and laying down or sitting down. But anyway, I just want this to be a quick little video and just let you guys know. Just eggs, sausage, steak, chicken, and 2 beef sticks. That's everything I ate today. Plenty of calories. I think I can cut it down, cut one of those eggs out of breakfast, cut a couple of those sausage links off, and I still would have been full and would have been fine. The 12-ounce steak for lunch would have been enough, but I ate a 6-ounce chicken breast also because I had bought this big meat pack and I was sharing it with 4 people at work, and it was enough for us each to have 2 pieces of meat, whether it was steak, chicken, or pork, and it was all a mixture. But so that was kind of that'd be easy to cut that out because I was over full. I was like, I just ate too much. I shouldn't have ate that much. I was like hurting full. And the 8 chicken wings was pretty light. That's not a ton of meat on 8 small chicken wings. So the 2 beef sticks, that's probably the smallest meal I had of the day was dinner there. And now it's like 8:30. What time is it? 8:30, 9 o'clock, whatever time it is. I'm just going to focus on getting my water in. I might pop some electrolytes. It's 8:35. So it's an hour and a half or 2 before we hit the bed. And, so continue to improve yourself. Just don't make a big deal out of it. Be happy, be healthy. Think about, living a long time and what do you want to do with your life? And, don't, if you're younger, I'm 52 years old. I'm not super old, but I'm not super young anymore. I guess maybe that's what you call middle-aged. I'm to the point in my life where like, hey, yeah, I wish 20 years ago I would have known to take better care of my body and not consume so much alcohol and save money better. I've always been great with money and I just never really focused on it though, because I just don't care about it enough, I guess. Simple things though that can really improve your quality of life as you get older. And then, like I said, I'm 52, so I'm starting to look at retirement and I'm getting a little off track, but I'm trying to focus on the idea of that. Just make everything simple because this diet is so simple and it's like saving money is simple. Like putting your 401k percentage up so that it comes out of your check ahead of time is extremely easy, and if you're in your 20s or early 30s and you bump that thing up to 20, 25, 30% right now, whatever you can afford anything because you just adjust your life. And man, you'll be a happy camper in 20 years, or at least 20 years ago you would have, and what you would have ended up with now. So what did they say? Just rock steady. Just keep the pace. You don't need to. I was working out with a guy in the gym today, and he's like 31, and when I was 31, I was crazy into bodybuilding, lifting weights. I was bench pressing 420 pounds, and it was all about powerlifting. And then boom, 10 years later, you just can't keep that belly fat off because you just all that muscle is hard to hold on to your body to keep it all muscle. And I'm just trying to encourage him to high reps and lower weights and just you don't need to be so aggressive with it. You can just walk, and this is like the best exercise in the world. And same thing with this diet. The carnivore diet, it sounds so extreme, but if you start with 0 and say 0 food is your diet, okay, that's not extreme at all, right? That's not an extreme diet because that's a no diet. That's starving to death. Then if you added a food to eat, that would be the next simplest thing to be a diet, right? The next simplest form of a diet would be you're only going to eat bananas, or you're only going to eat steaks, or you're only going to eat meat, beef, butter, and eggs, bacon and eggs. And then you take it up to the top of the complexity of a diet, and then it would be you're going to eat, like the standard American diet. You're going to eat, or paleo diet, for example, a healthy, great diet. Eat meat and nuts and berries and fruits and vegetables. That's a more complicated diet, right? You need to buy 50 different food items weekly and combine them. And this diet is so simple. It's the opposite of extreme. It's just eat a steak, man. It's so easy. It's filling. And I do want to get some blood work. I mean, I guess I'm not going to be able to have any before and after because I already started and I'm 6 days in, but I'm just getting settled into my new apartment here for a couple months and just got married and we're doing paperwork for all that and everything's going good. But just as far as getting settled in and just rocking this out and just making it an easy, simple process and sticking with it, being consistent. Anyway, I'm going to cut it out, guys, because there's only so much to talk about on this simple, easy carnivore diet. Maybe I'll have some more exciting videos, as update videos on my days off of work. But like today, it's like I already put my 12-hour shift in and got home, and I was like, hey, let me make a little update video and keep people abreast of where I'm at. And oh, by the way, the weight loss is at about 4 pounds. I didn't get an exact starting weight, but I had been weighing myself, and I was between like I was like 265, 266, 267, almost the same weight when I first started the YouTube channel. And it's getting interesting too, because I said I started the channel, I wanted to lose 100 pounds in 2 years. And it's like 20 months later, and I weigh like within 5-10 pounds of the starting weight. But at least I don't weigh more, right? So let's just say I was 265 to start, and I think I was like 262 just now. Before I ate dinner. Maybe I was a little less this morning. I don't know, but so a few pounds down, but in only 6 days. My coworker, my friend at work, is a little taller and a little heavier. He's already down over 9 pounds in the first 5 days. So this morning was the start of the 6th day weighing, and he was already down 9.1 pounds. But my blood sugar is low. My sleeping is awesome. The last 2-3 nights I have slept just out cold, solid sleep for over 6 hours, which is amazing for me. All right, guys, God bless. Jesus loves you. I love you, and I'll catch you in the next carnivore video.